Hello Leo, so I'm doing your weekly reading for October the 23rd to the 30th. I'm going to take a look into what is going on in your situation, why it's happening, what's going on in your blind spot, anything that is working for you at this time, and of course how it is likely all going to play out as well. So if you just give me a minute so I can sort out your deck and we'll get right into it. A little bit of awkwardness coming through already in your energy, Leo. There could be a whole multitude of different reasons as to why that is. It's indicating, though, that it's for good reasons, so it could even be nervousness, either on your part or the other person. If you're dealing with another person, it could be nervousness on their part as well. So your situation, happy, number 26, and it says contentment, joy and fulfillment. Finding joy in the present moment, freedom from the shackles of longing and liberation. Yeah. So it's that happiness that comes with that sense of freedom, okay? It's liberation. It's having that choice to move in any direction that you want to move in. And I do feel that there is love energies that's coming through for you guys as well. You also have door to spirit. It says spiritual awakenings, new beginnings, unlimited potential, increasing powers in the spiritual arts. So yeah. This one is having a good point of contact between yourself and the spiritual realm, if you will, the energies unseen. It definitely does feel to me like you are spiritually blessed at this time. So do pay attention to all of the messages that are coming through for you. Oh dear. I just had to quickly pause there for a second, Leo. Right, so can you tell us more about this happy for Leo's situation, please? What is going on with happy? It feels to me, Leo, like your plans are all sort of coming together. Similar to Libra's reading. Okay, so you could be a Libra, you could be dealing, so you could be a Libra. You could have Libra placements in your own chart somewhere, or you could be dealing with a Libra. Again, with that nervousness that's coming through, Leo, I do feel that someone is thinking of you heavily, and you've got them kind of speechless as well, especially with that Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is having lots of choices, lots of options, not in that kind of way, okay? We're on about how there are so many different possibilities that are being put on the table, and someone is feeling genuinely excited about the future prospects of what is going on in your connection. Now, obviously, that's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, okay? This is more to do, Leo, with, at the moment, you've got a lot coming through, okay? So if times have been quite difficult recently, things are picking up, okay? Things are genuinely looking up for you right now. Yeah, things have been difficult lately with the Eight of Swords. That's overthinking. You've been worried, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to get out of my situation? And then all of a sudden this week, Leo, things just start to fall into place for you. Almost, I do feel almost without any sort of real effort on your part, as in you're not forcing anything, you're not making anything work. There is definitely this sense of acceptance, okay? And it's that energy of acceptance that is encouraging a lot of beautiful opportunities to come your way. It could be coming through in the form of a new job or in the form of a new avenue for you to make additional income here for anyone who's interested in that. Of course, not everybody is interested in that because we do have some individuals here who are actually retired, so that's fine. This could be like a new hobby, joining a new club. It's really chill, lay-back energy, which is quite different from what you've been through in the past few weeks, I want to say. Okay, there's definitely something that's clicking into place here to do with your yes, your freedom, because you got the Knight of Wands here, but to do with your finances and your stability and your future security more than anything. Okay, so let's see if we can get another deck out on this just for a minute, because I need to ask, well, okay then, but what is the context of this Ace of Pentacles exactly? Because the Ace of Pentacles could be a whole number of different things here, so I'm just trying to get a little bit more specific. With the Knight of Wands, that indicates a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. It's very, very adventurous, okay? So it's almost as if you're going to be taking a chance here. You know, throwing your dice and seeing where it lands type thing. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You've been apparently... what's coming through for you guys this week is something that you've been waiting on for a very long time. For some of you guys, you've been waiting on this for 7 months. For others of you, you've been waiting on this for at least 7 years. Okay, so you've been waiting so long for this Ace of Pentacles to come through. Okay, and here it is. Like this week, it is here. The opportunity is being put on the table for you, Leo. And the general advice here is for you to jump on that opportunity the second that you see it, okay? And it's going to make you very, very happy. Can you tell us more about this door to spirit for Leo, please? Because it does feel like a gift from spirit as well. Yeah, the Three of Wands. Growth, expansion, branching out here, broadening on your horizons. And again, as a side note, because there is definitely love and an interest in love that's coming through for a lot of you, I feel that this person, you are equally interested in this person, and they're going to be contacting you this week. Okay, they're feeling guided to do so, and they don't want to miss out on anything with you. Okay, can you tell us more about this door to spirit and the Three of Wands, please? Can you tell us more about this growth and this expansion for Leo? Yeah, Ace of Wands, passion. Following where your passions lead you. That could also be a brand new project, brand new relationship. Again, for some of you guys, Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Okay. They're saying here with this Queen of Swords for you to be logical at this time about what exactly it is that you want, Leo, because obviously you're not going to be able to pick up everything that you are wanting right now. Your time, that they're saying about how much time there is in a day for you to do everything, okay? So you do need to pick and choose. That's why they're saying Nine of Cups and Queen of Swords. It again doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Queen of Swords is all about being decisive, being logical about what it is that you choose, and of course the card of abundance here as well. So there's an abundance of possibilities, an abundance of opportunities, and that you've to jump immediately on the one that you've been waiting the longest time for. Okay, it's going to be an opportunity for you to grow. If this is about your business, then it's an opportunity for you to expand on your business here. If you are a business owner, then I see you launching a new line of products or services this week, and it taking off super, super quick. It taking off quicker than you had anticipated, because then we see you sort of contacting other people and bringing other people on board, and then growing your business venture really quite quickly. So yeah, that looks really, really promising. And they're also saying as well with this combination that your investments, whatever they might be, whether they be financial investments or time investments, either or, maybe a bit of both. Your investments are safe. Okay, and again, another little side message here. The Queen of Swords, that can indicate someone who is like a legal expert. Okay, so yeah, it might be worth, if you are dealing with anything to do with business, okay, or your ideas, like your copyrights, anything like that, definitely do seek legal advice, because there's information here that's going to make you very, very happy with this Nine of Cups. Okay, so yeah, amazing growth all around for you guys. I said you were blessed. And in the section of why is this happening, because like literally you are blessed, especially this week. Something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. So yeah, it does have that feeling of, wow, that was a really lucky chance, that was a really lucky opportunity, or wow, I wasn't expecting that to come through and here it is, or holy shit, I wasn't expecting to win that thing, or do you know what I mean? It's got that kind of energy to it. It's a pleasant surprise. It's an unexpected surprise. And yeah, it does feel like it has landed on your lap. Very, very unexpected. An unforeseen gift from Spirit, divine intervention, sacred partnership or union. So again, more hints at love and romance there for those who are interested in love and romance. It's definitely here, and being blessed by the divine. Yeah, like literally Spirit's favourite this week. I can't remember who else had that one. I think it was Scorpio that recently had that message out as well. I think theirs was on their Scorpio Sundays read, where they were blessed by Spirit and favoured by the gods. I would definitely put you in that category as well, Leo. That's for certain. So yeah, for whatever reason, this week you're shedding energies with Libras and with Scorpios. So go you. Can you tell us more about this blessed, please, for Leo? Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're going to be able to put all of your stress and your worries and your concerns behind you now, okay? You're going to be able to breathe a lot easier, okay? Even though the Nine of Swords is the Nightmare card, I'm feeling that this is saying more to do with, well, Leo, actually, you have earned it. I know it feels like you might not have gone out there and worked for it and earned it in the traditional sense of the way, but you still have earned it, right? Because it's been a rough few years for some of you guys. You know, it's been quite a rough moment there. So because you managed to persevere and pull through, you're now seeing the blessings that are coming in. Okay, yeah, Seven of Wands. See, Nine of Swords and Seven of Wands. You no longer feeling like you have to constantly fight, because that's fucking exhausting, right? You deciding, you know what? I am no longer gonna explain myself to anybody. I'm no longer gonna fight anybody. Instead, what I'm gonna do is just, I'm not gonna put any energies towards situations or people like that who are just determined to, you know, misunderstand me or try and fight me or whatever. I'm just not putting any more efforts towards that. So this is you living more consciously, definitely, about where your energy and your resources were being spent, and recognizing that they weren't necessarily being put towards the right things. Okay, so yeah, you're changing up your entire vibe here, Leo, and the universe is responding to that. Okay, yeah, see, your major arcana, and it's come out squiffy, right? For a moment there, you were worried, you were scared about something. possibly scared about either having something taken away from you or something not working, okay? Someone or something had you feeling like you were on unstable ground there for a hot minute, okay? You're doing away with all of that this week. It is definitely a very, very, very different energy. And you deserve this. You deserve these blessings that are coming through for you, Leo. Okay, it doesn't matter if you don't feel like you hadn't earned it in the traditional manner of speaking. You have still earned it. You do still deserve it. You deserve a break. And that's exactly what you're getting this week. You're getting not just that break, but that breakthrough. Yeah, see? Getting the attention, the accolades, right? Well deserved, okay? So if there's any sort of imposter syndrome this week, Leo, then you can safely put that to rest, okay? Right, so your blind spots here and now. So Spirit's reminding you to be present in the here and now, okay? It says being fully present in the moment, taking it one day at a time and yearning for something or someone. And you can see that there's two arrows, one leading towards the past and the other one towards the future, okay? And then we've got this bit in between, this bit. So she's sitting on an egg and it's saying, Leo, your best life is still in creation here, okay? It's, your future is still gestating, if you will. So try not to focus too much on the future because you might become afraid, okay? And try not to dwell too far back into the past because you might end up with a lot of regrets. And it literally says on that red flag, you are here, okay? So focus on the here and now. Focus on what it is that you're doing right now. Focus on what it is that's important for you to nurture right now, because ultimately that is exactly what is going to hatch, okay? And of course, when we're focused on the present moment, it gives us the strength to briefly glance at the past and go, do you know what? I don't know how I survived that, but I did, and I'm glad I did, right? Without any kind of grudges, without any kind of resentments. And if you focus too much on the future as well, it can fill your head of scenarios that haven't even happened yet, okay? So, yeah. Being in the here and now. Can you tell us more about Leo's blind spot, please? Yeah, it just makes us more grateful for what's currently going on right now when we're present in the moment. And in a lot of ways, it can make us a lot more observant as well. Can you tell us more about the here and now for Leo? Oh, the Two of Cups. There is love here. There's love, there's harmony, partnerships, and it's in your blind spot. So, I was right then at the start of the reading when I said that I felt that there was that nervousness that was coming through. Leo, I'm getting the impression here that someone's about to drop a romantic proposal for you. Okay. Yeah, can you tell us more about this Two of Cups for Leo? Oh, clear messages for Leo. Thank you. The Two of Cups. With the Page of Pentacles, they're going to start off small. Okay, the Page of Pentacles, in this context, that is a small offering. It's a gesture of kindness. It's a gesture that someone's making where they let you know that you mean a lot to them, but they're still uncertain about how you might feel towards them, okay? So it's like asking you out someplace, but maybe concealing it as, yeah, no, we'll just go out as mates, okay? But their intention is obviously something else. It's not slimy, it's just as that they can because they're wanting for you to be comfortable, and they're wanting for you to be comfortable around them specifically. Okay, that's this energy here, and it is in your blind spot. So yeah, you likely do have a nervous secret admirer here, Leo, that's about to offer you a gesture of kindness. Okay, what else is in Leo's blind spot, please? Because again, not everybody is looking at love and stuff like that. So I'll see if there's anything else in your blind spot. Nope, it's love. Okay. Whether you're looking for it or not, it is in your blind spot. Like, confirmed. Definitely 100%. Okay. You got 2 kings here in your blind spot. So again, man or women doesn't make a difference at all. You have multiple people this week, Leo, vying for your attention. Okay, multiple people are interested in you. They're also very interested in what you're doing. Okay, in terms of your own ventures, your business plans, that sort of thing. Okay, I mean, you've got 3 kings out in this reading. Right, you've got the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the King of Wands. And 2 of these kings were in your blind spot. So, yeah, a lot of interest from a lot of different walks of life. Interested in different avenues of your life as well. So there's definitely some of them interested in who you're with. Are you single? Are you dating? Are you happy? Would you be interested in them? And others are interested in more sort of money making, right? Working on ideas or inventions, that sort of thing with you. Okay, projects. So yeah, I get the impression that you're going to be in for a busy week, Leo. Very busy week, and it's in your blind spot. So make sure that you do not have your phone on silent. Double check your email spam boxes, that sort of thing. Okay, because I'm also seeing that if you miss any sort of messages or inquiries from certain individuals, then they might be a little bit miffed at that. Okay, and like I said, that you've got a lot going on this week, and it can be quite easy for you to lose track of everything as well. So yeah, it's always better just to make sure that you've not missed any messages. Right, by the book is what is working for you. Now this one's saying for you to stick within the rules this week. Okay, I know we had a reading not so long ago for you guys where the rules really didn't apply, like, at all. It was like you were Teflon coated that one week. That was a couple of weeks ago now, wasn't it? Where nothing could touch you, nothing was phasing you, and nothing was sticking to you. Like, you were proper Teflon coated, and it didn't really matter what the hell you did. You just got away with literally everything. Well, this week, Leo, it is quite different. Okay, it says abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting customs and universal laws. So what's going to work for you this week is if you get back to that rule book. Okay, I know you've been enjoying that freedom of not having to worry about the rules for a couple of weeks now, but this week the energy has changed again, and so you're needing to respond to that change, which is, yes, Leo, this week the rules do apply to you this week, so you're probably going to be best served sticking within the rules. Okay, so you're not quite as Teflon coated this week, but you know what, it's all still good. Okay, it's all still good. Right, can you tell us more about By the Book for what's working for Leo this week, please? Can you tell us more about By the Book for Leo? Yeah, High Priestess and the Page of Cups for what is working for you. What's working for you this week, obviously, is, yes, trusting in your intuition. That pretty much goes without saying, okay? As readers, we don't just say that to fill the airspace, okay? You would not believe the amount of people who would much rather listen to the opinions of other people over and above what their own inner voice is telling them, okay? So this week, definitely don't be doing that, okay? Because your intuition is super, super, super on point this week. So definitely do pay attention to it. If you're one of these where you feel that the word intuition sounds a little bit too woo or too magical for you, then just change up the label, change up the language. Call it your own survival instinct, if you will, okay? If that makes you feel any better. Either way, you need to listen to it and you need to take action on it, okay? With the Page of Cups being here, that indicates possibilities. It's a very dreamlike energy. It can also be quite idealistic. So with this combination saying, Leo, is your ideals, your standards, you are going to be able to live up to them. You've got somebody who's surprising you this week also, because they are going to be able to live up to your standards, okay, whatever they might be. And I feel that there is an apology here. And the strange thing, Leo, it's not necessarily an apology that's coming in towards you, but I feel that this is an apology that is going outwards to someone else from you. And it's an apology for some sort of misunderstanding that had previously upset someone. Okay, so yeah, this is like making peace with somebody specific this week. Okay, yeah. So, how is this likely going to play out? Again, keep in mind, not all of the messages in this read is going to resonate for everybody, okay? Go in the distance for how it's likely going to play out. So that's long-term energy. It says endurance, strength, the long haul. Think long-term and do not fear the occasional obstacle. Harmony and dedication, okay? So it's a strange one because they've illustrated this with a cheetah, which if I was designing this deck, I wouldn't necessarily have done that to signify going the distance and endurance, because actually cheetahs, or in fact any big cats, of which you do identify with that big cat energy, with being Leo, of course, big cats, even little house cats, they don't actually have the energy for long, for running for a long time, right? The way that they're trying to illustrate this one, especially cheetahs. Yes, they are the fastest land animal on Earth, but they can't keep it up for very long, right? That's the point I'm trying to make. For endurance, I would have used something like a camel or an elephant or something, where it's more sort of plodding, enduring energy, right? Big cats, that's big bursts of energy for short amount of time. So I would say with this one, to be prepared for long-term plans, be prepared to demonstrate those big bursts of energy while you're trying to overcome any problems and obstacles, but for the rest of the time you'd be best served conserving your energy and taking it at more of like a plodding pace. Do you know what I mean? Because if you try and run, metaphorically, if you try and run 65 or 85, whatever the heck it is, miles per hour for over a long period of time, you'll find that you're going to be absolutely exhausted, right? So I kind of feel with this one, it's more to do with picking your battles, okay? Because again, it's like the words don't match what they've used to illustrate the energy with. Like, it just really doesn't. So finding that burst of energy within you to overcome anything that you're needing to overcome at this time, but conserve your energy and use your energy wisely, okay? Because again, that is what big cats do, right? They use their energy very, very wisely, and they don't tend to give chase until they know for a fact in their head the odds are in my favor. Because it's a big cat, they don't know when their next meal's going to be, so they have to be conservative with their energy, right? They will not give chase if they don't believe that the odds are going to be in their favor. Okay. Either way, do be prepared for be prepared for the long haul. So if this is about a relationship, then this is going to be a very, very long-term relationship, a long-term commitment. If this is like a new job or a new business or a business expansion, it has sustenance to it, so it's going to last a very, very, very long time. Okay, either way, no matter what this is about. But do be prepared. Excuse me. Do be prepared to make plans that are going to benefit you for the long term, but don't necessarily be stuck on the future, because you were told over here, be in the present moment. Okay, anything that you come across this week, think in terms of how is this going to benefit me in the future. There we go. Right, just to try and simplify this message a bit. Right, how is it going to benefit me in the future? Or how is it going to benefit me for the long term? Yeah, look, Knight of Pentacles, and that's come out square feet. For how this is likely going to play out. Honestly, Leo, I feel with this one coming out square feet that you're going to be reassessing the things that you're currently committed to and rearranging. Okay. Rearranging a lot of things. Because there's this new understanding. Actually, this thing over here that I've been doing for a while, I don't feel that that's going to benefit me in the long term anymore, because now my situation's changed. Now my circumstances have changed. Therefore, this other thing that I was committed to prior, well, guess what? I no longer need to be committed to that. Okay, again, it could be anything. It could be a contract, a job, connection, whatever, right? King of Swords, yeah. Logical decisions, exactly. Making those calculated and logical decisions. Energy at the bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. A cause for a celebration, right? There's a cause for celebration. And then you've got the Knight of Swords that's immediately underneath that one. So I feel that there's been, on running with everything else that's been going on for you guys, that there has been a specific friendship that has been teetering on the edge there for a little while. This week I see that that's going to be resolved, and that everything's going to be put out completely on the table, and that there is either a straight up reconciliation here with that friend where there's been a bit of, harsh words that's been going on, or a bit of uncertainty. It's like you're straight up resolving that with this person this week, or agreeing to separate and go your own different ways this week. That's going to be extreme. One or the other. Okay, there is no in between with that kind of energy. So it's not sort of, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna let that fly this time, but this, but that. But if you do it again, then I'm not gonna let it fly next time. No, there's none of that in between energy. Okay, this is one extreme or the other with that particular friend. It's either making things up and being close again, or going, do you know what, I'm not dealing with this person anymore, like ever again, and just sort of being done with it, okay? Yeah, really interesting energies there, Leo. Really, really nice energies for the most part, definitely. I think you have actually had one of the better reads than everyone else this week, that's for certain. Okay, can we have a healing message for Leo, please? Healing message. Very, very busy. You're very busy people this week. And very much in demand. Moonlit, embrace uncertainty. Moonflower, take a risk. And the moon's wisdom, take the lead. So I'm being guided to take in the full healing message for this one here. And we'll do these ones intuitively because I'll end up running out of time. Now, with this one, take a risk and then take the lead. These two work hand in hand. Okay, Leo? You are definitely being advised this week for you to take the leadership role, for you not to be a little wallflower, okay? Don't play it small, don't sell yourself short, all of that sort of thing. Know your worth, know your value, correct, and price accordingly, okay? Both literally and metaphorically, okay? If this is about your business, make sure that you're pricing your crafts or your work accordingly. Okay, yeah, it's all of that sort of energy. It's really sort of knowing who you are, and then taking your place in the world and not being shy about it. Okay, listen, Leo. If you don't blow your own trumpet, who else will? Do you know what I mean? Right, so let's take a look at number 72. That's the one. Okay, a moonlit night might be beautiful, but it makes it really hard to see what's going on if you need to. Under very gentle moonlight, we simply can't see exactly what is going on around us. If we go out into the night and the moon is in the early stages of the waxing cycle or the late stages of the waning cycle, then there isn't much illumination being offered. If this card comes up for you, then it suggests that you don't yet know the full story around whatever question it is that you're asking. So there are still plenty of revelations yet to come for you, Leo, basically. Okay, and it's not bad. It isn't bad. Okay, it could simply be that someone else involved in your situation still isn't clear about what they do or don't want, so they can't tell you. Or deception could be at play, which can bring up a lot of anxieties and even fear. All is not lost though. Remember, the moon goes in phases, and even if there isn't much light around your situation now, in the fullness of time, everything will be clarified and illuminated, and you'll learn what you need to know. That will ultimately be healing for you and everyone else. Additional meanings for this card: the path forward isn't yet clear. Explore your dreams and your intuition. Trust your feelings. Uncertainty is part of your current process, and wait before making your move. Well, I would say there's no need for you to wait before making your move, Leo, because you've already had the messages there about taking the risk and take the lead, right? Just make sure that you're clear in your own head first, okay? And it doesn't really matter if anyone else is uncertain, okay, as long as you're clear in your head, right? That makes more sense to me. Right. Remember, beautiful moonlight is the reflection of the yang sun and the yin moon. It is a combination of the masculine and the feminine energies. Beautiful. So there's a nice balance here of your inner divine feminine and divine masculine energies, and of course you utilizing both. Okay. Also, just to really quickly point out, I know I've got a couple of scratches on my hands and arms at the moment. That's what happens when you play rough with a Maine Coon. Okay, it's nothing dodgy, because I know someone's gonna ask, right? So there it is. That's nothing going on with my mind or anything like that, okay? It's simply what happens when you play rough with a big old Maine Coon. He is not subtle at playtime at all. Right. Okay, so for your cheeky deck... Oh, look, the trash just took itself out. Yeah, I was seeing that as your overall energy there. I said it was going to be one extreme or the other, didn't I? So, yeah, it's very likely going to be the latter. Okay, the trash taking itself out. So don't you worry about a thing, Leo. Do it one fucking step at a time. Yes, that's what I was saying about the endurance card, if you recall. Yeah? Wealth is on its way, you lucky fucker. Indeed. And wait for the shit to settle down. Yeah, so things will eventually all even out again for you, Leo, okay? But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. I apologise again. I have ran into overtime here. We're into 40 something minutes. I do apologise if that read was a little bit too long for some of you guys, but hopefully you got all of the information that you need for this week. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.